Thank you, Valenza. Please permit me to recognize the presence of our Honorable Prime Minister and our Deputy Prime Minister. The Ministry of Finance and Department would like to thank all of those citizens that have come into our offices and use our online portal at sknird.com to pay their taxes online. This has allowed the Federation to continue with its robust capital infrastructure investment program as noted by our esteemed Deputy Prime Minister. We understand that this crisis would have affected different persons and segments of the economy in different ways. In the context of a potentially slow and uneven recovery, with many businesses negatively impacted while others have benefited, the Cabinet, in its wisdom, did not implement a one-size-fits approach for all businesses. As noted in the Prime Minister's presentation, several strategies were used to stimulate economic recovery within the Federation. One, we saw the reduction in the tax rates for several businesses. For example, the unincorporated business tax was reduced from 4% to 2%. To date, over 1,624 businesses have benefited from this stimulus measure. The Inland Revenue Department, under the guidance of the Ministry of Finance, has been working with affected businesses to help them stay current with their tax liabilities by allowing them to enter into low-interest payment plans to ease their cash flow situation during this crisis. In addition, the department has expanded its services with the introduction of a mobile call center with dedicated staff to assist customers with their online transactions during the pandemic. In addition, we expanded our e-services portal to allow for the payment of all taxes to the department. In addition, the portal was expanded to facilitate motor and vehicle drivers' license renewal. To date, we are the only country in the OECS sub-region to have such a facility and only one of two countries in the entire CARICOM region to offer such facility to its citizens. As the country begins the process of reopening of the country under the leadership of your team Unity Administration, the Ministry of Finance and the Department are focused on several risks to its operations, the economy, and its customers. In this regard, the Department has developed plans to confront the following major challenges. 1. The management of its front operations during peak times in light of the ongoing social distancing measures. The Department places the safety of its customers and staff as its top priority, and continued social distancing measures are to protect all of us. Customers to the Department are reminded that they may experience delays when completing face-to-face transactions at peak periods and are encouraged to utilize our online services and avoid the lines. Secondly, the Department is closely monitoring taxpayer filing and payment behavior to identify emerging trends and compliance risks. As stated earlier, in the context of this recovery, many businesses have been negatively impacted while others have benefited. The Department will continue to monitor taxpayer patterns to ensure that some taxpayers are not abusing stimulus measures and using the crisis to avoid the payment of taxes. Please allow me to share some information with you. For example, from our examination of the trends, we have recognized that for the period 2017 to 2019, the average compliance rate for VAT filings was around 96%. For this period, July 2020, we recognize that the VAT compliance rate has fallen to 84%. In addition, the unincorporated business tax for the period 2017 to 2019 had an average compliance rate of 64%. Now we recognize that this has fallen to 51%. Again, the department would be examining returns for taxpayers to ensure that persons are not taking advantage of the stimulus package measures. In addition, the department has been actively engaged in the process of communicating the government's commitment to helping taxpayers meet their obligations as they restore their businesses. Again, we want to remind business owners of the importance of filing during this period. Although your business may have recorded a reduction in sales, you are still required to file under the tax laws and avoid additional costs of late penalties. In addition, businesses that may have temporarily closed for some reason are asked again to avoid the additional cost of late filing by simply applying to the Inland Revenue Department for an inactivity period. Also, the department is focused on the facilitation of compliance of taxpayers outside of the Federation. We do recognize that a large number of our citizens reside overseas and are committed to being responsible citizens by paying their taxes on time. Again, we like to highlight that they can use our online portal at sknird.com to pay their taxes online. In addition, the department is focused on adjusting the new digital economy. The internet has allowed several businesses to restructure their operations and reduce the cost of delivering services to their customers. Technology, while it has created great opportunities, has challenged the operations of traditional brick and mortar businesses. All of us are aware of the ease of using Amazon, Airbnb, and Uber to access services. While every business has the right to go, we at the Ministry of Finance is paying keen attention to ensure that they function under the appropriate legislative framework for public safety and making a contribution to the tax revenues of our country. Again, taxes are essential, and we would like to thank all the responsible citizens that despite these trying times are making the effort to pay their taxes on time, as their payments is supporting the government in its delivery of services to its citizens and providing resources to mitigate the negative effects of the pandemic. Thank you.